Dear friends, good morning. This is Shamal here. Today I'm going to talk about a different subject altogether. How to decide a thesis paper or your PhD paper or research paper or project in your professional career or in your academic career, how you decide it. So, how an unique way of deciding your project or research or writing thesis paper, those are very top level of thinking and understanding is required. And when I say top or high level of understanding and thinking means that is fully dependent on is going to decide your career, what you want to pursue in your academic career and you want to take this as a profession. Now there are few things over here. So you come out from the university, then you feel that you want to pursue your further academic exercise. In that context, probably you try to clear out few things, right? That is called your net, or if you want to go to abroad, then you clear all those things, you apply. Hypothetically, let's say you get into one institute and for a certain reasons probably you need to take up some guide and assistance. Before that, let me explain to me about myself. My name is Samuel. So I am speaking with little my capacity and knowledge and understanding about the science the way I see it. So I am not an expert or authorized person to speak on behalf of whoever wants to pursue their career, what career they want to select, what PhD thesis or PhD topic they want to select. It is their choice, absolutely. If I analyze myself, so after completing my MSc, then I had little ambition to do my PhD. That is one idea. Beyond that, I want to pursue MBA. That is another thing that what I had thought in my mind, because PhD takes very longer time. MBA, if you complete 2 years, probably there is a possibility you can get job. So it is a choice. But for me, I got both the opportunities to complete my PhD as well as MBA simultaneously. So it gives me little added advantage, this MBA degree. I never considered those are the degrees that is going to help somebody in their professional career. But what you learn from this, getting this degree, MBA, it gives you a lot of discipline in understanding how to organize yourself, how to interact with people, how to manage different sets of minds, and in a when you take the managerial role, how to manage the group of people. What is more important over here? It is not that how much knowledge you have, how much understanding you have, but to execute your job and work, you need to coordinate with many people. That is the biggest problem what I have felt in the with humans, right? One might be individually very intelligent but not capable to interact or organize people and select the right people to get the best out of it. This is one part. One has to sharpen that idea to make a team. at the end of the day. Good team is going to give you better result. That is what I want to tell you, rather than going explaining things. A good team, a good leader can make everything very successful if they have a target to do or achieve certain things. This is number one. The management degree is helping me learning little bit thing about the issues, organizing certain things. This is one part. The PhD. Now the question is, what kind of PhD you want to do it? Well, you need to select your area of interest. Maybe sometime guide also can tell you this is the area, because you might not be knowing many things what is happening. Your guide, whoever you select your guide, he can tell you those are the areas at present things are good. Probably you can select certain topic, because in PhD what is happening, like you have certain time to complete the PhD. You cannot take bundles of job, or sometimes what happens, like no, you have a lot of ideas in your mind. You try to push your things and tell in front of guide that I want to do those kind of thing. Guide might not be interested, right? Number one. So your independent way of thinking is getting lost, that you can do it in your postdoctorate or further research. That time you can do it, but at initial level, when you are working under certain somebody, let's say hypothetically, don't think guide is your guide. Let's imagine that you are working for a company and your boss is there. He wants to have certain things. I'm talking about the Indian context. What you essentially need to do is try to reorient yourself, because what is more important to get a PhD degree, because I am again talking about the Indian context. So whatever guide feels, because he is having a set of minds, since he is sitting in a position, he is guiding you, he knows how to guide you and get a PhD degree. Because there are two things over here. Guide also, after giving you PhD, he wants to also want to have a satisfaction and tell that he has included one more PhD or candidate. His curriculum CV also is going good thing, some publications. So that is for his academic career. That is you as a student. So it is your duty to fulfill your goal as a student to complete the PhD, then look for further things. Don't spend much more time on PhD. Again, I am repeating, whatever UGC or whoever, the minimum time frame is there, complete PhD within that framework time. Don't extend or linger things. It is as simple. I have completed my PhD. I have completed my MSc at the age of 22, completed PhD thesis just 2.5 years, 3 years. Guy told you go, you are free. So it is important in Indian context. Again, I am talking about the Indian context to listen what guide says. Sometime guide might be saying something different. You may not agree, but never ever express in front of your guide that you are not agreeing. You say whatever you say, it is good. I'll tell you the reason why I'm speaking such kind of thing. A lot of intelligent students, they might feel that no, I want to do this, that. Then they are enhancing or increasing or in conflict with the guide. So when you are in conflict with the guide, things are not good. That is number one. This is a typical parental attitude that what guides they have in Indian context. It is not the abroad that you have full scope or full freedom to argue whatever you want to argue with the guide. This is not that. It is not very open-minded society. You need to understand from where those teachers or professors are coming their mind set up. This is Number three, listen, I am telling you. You listen to your guide, submit the PhD. Everything will be fine at the end of the day. You'll have some publications here and there, no problem. You can get the PhD. Once you get the PhD, then enroll yourself in a postdoctorate or further research, or go for associate professorship anywhere, or assistant professorship. If you don't even get it, get into some research institute, go to abroad. Then you have your full freedom to pursue your academic interest the way you want to fulfill it. Hello friends, what I was trying to tell about certain things, very practical thing. See, there are few things you want to do in your life. One is if you feel you want to do some kind of fundamental job or a problem, many guide, they what they say, a particular problem, they take it and try to resolve that problem at the end of the day with a PhD thesis. That might be anything, that might be related to any issues related to your field, maybe environmental, or maybe there are, that can be of anything, any specific problem. So in a biological system or a chemical system, or in a fundamental job, fundamental work, you need to have a lot of theoretical work, paperwork, simulation job, and you can do it provided you have understanding about certain things, that is your likings. Many times it had happened that, again I'm telling what guide says, you follow the path and try to complete the PhD. In India, what happens when you approach any professor or any scientist that you want to pursue your career, probably obviously you go through their profile and go and approach them that you want to pursue it. First of all, you need to understand the guide first. That is important, to know your guide and his limitation. The institute, academic institute limitation, sometimes you don't get a lot of instrumentation facilities the way you want to carry out certain things. So based on the resources what you have, based on the confidence you have on your guide, you have to formulate certain things. Again, I am telling, in 3 years you cannot do many things. You have to take a specific problem. If you are able to solve it or give some kind of understanding, some observations with some publication, there might not be success also. The thing what you are targeting. So in science, if you decide that you want to do or go from A place to B place, there can be many ways to reach that. But finally, what is more important is, what are the ways you are taking to reach out that particular place. Even if you don't achieve also, this is again part of your success. In science, when you are doing very unknown kind of destination journey, nobody has told that you have to achieve it. That is the real problem that you are, what you are facing over here. Most of the academic institute in India, let me tell you everything, since I have been moving to various research institute in India, including CSIR, DST, ICAR, UGC, all universities, agricultural universities, independent research organization, international research organization. So what left? Each institute, they have their mandate, including BRC, including ISRO, DRDO, you say anything, they have their mandate. Each scientist are dedicated to do certain kind of job, and whatever academic exercise they are doing it, or enrolling some student for PhD, they will definitely try to give a problem to solve or to understand certain things related to that particular field. Now your fundamental thought process you forget for some time. Even for BARC, except TIFR and ISC Bangalore, no institute in India are doing any kind of fundamental job. Okay, there are certain institutes, they are doing it, like Bose Institute, Saha Institute of Nuclear Physics. Those people, they are doing some fundamental things. Sometime all the problem or all the things or research work they are carrying out, also sometimes it is based on some issues, particular thing, a problem, how to solve it. So absolute terms theoretical job, for that purpose you will have enough time in future time, you can exercise your mind, and how you understand various things, probably that can be decided later on. What I'm trying to emphasize over here, in your PhD curriculum, any guide is there already, he has given a lot of PhD candidates. He might tell that, okay, this is the PhD paper, you refer it, read it, and come back and add something, or you are working on certain models on, you take up some other model, so that, like that, what I'm trying to tell over here, you work on rice, you take potato or leguminous, same thing, you just see the same kind of experimental model and designing everything. I'm talking about the agriculture, since I'm a student from biology, that is what I was trying to tell you. Now the question is over here, you might feel very funny at the end of the day, sir is telling me to refer, I'm so intelligent and brilliant, I will have my own say. Here, please don't get into the conflict. So in India, I'm talking about Hagen in India, I'll talk a separate topic in that context, like, no, about our research standard activities, what is going on, and the quality of research. There are many things, that is a separate topic. I have visited most of the IITs. I have been not officially guiding, I'm suggesting and recommending few things, including IIT, JNU, TIFL, BARC, many agricultural universities, students, and their problem, and writing up their PhD synopsis part, getting into a lot of things, because my expertise that is related to climate change simulation modeling. So how to frame out a kind of a abstract and submit for their PhD thesis. Currently, I am involved with close to 15 or 16 students who are enrolled in very renowned research institute, including IRI, ICAR, DST, CSIR. So I'm not naming all those things, but I've been communicating and guiding them to submit their PhD program, what they want to do for their PhD thesis there. I am helping them. This is one way of understanding what is going on in India, and my gut feeling is telling that those kind of helping students are not able to take from their guide directly. They refer and get the job from person like us. I have been also guiding MTech students for my company who were coming for summer training internship for 1 year, the curriculum as a industrial guide. So we give a lot of problems related to climate change studies, simulation, modeling. So doing some work and trying to make a simulation chambers where a lot of inputs and outputs can be done, a kind of a mathematically we are trying to designing something. A lot of students I have guided myself for my company as industrial guide. This is an opportunity because my background was totally different, learning physics, chemistry, mathematics, biology, instrumentation, aerodynamics, when you are into simulation and other model, what I have told you, you have started somewhere in your PhD. I have done PhD on nitrogen fixing bacteria, VA mycorrhizal bacteria. I have not told my guide anything, not a single word, completed PhD, but I had a different interest in my mind that I want to have a mathematical modeling of symbiotic system. I have presented a paper in front of John Webster, who came from London University. Friends, what I was trying to tell you, no, if you have a brilliant idea, it has got its own time. I always believe there is a time that is what is more important. You need to act with different people in different intention. When you see, if you feel that you have to clear out the situation and act accordingly. It reminds me many things like Ishachandra Vidyasagar while crossing the river, right? There are two persons, Vidyasagar and one more person was trying to cross the river from one place to another. So some other fellow is trying to call the boat fellow with a very, very polite way, very nice way. In Bangla, what you say? Hello, Babu. তুমি এদিকে এসো আমাকে বোটে করে ওদিকে নিয়ে যাও নাও the boat fellow doesn't understand his language so much politeness so he didn't respond so what Vidyasagar did he used very what you call it colloquial language I don't say filthy language you say idhar aao sometime you need to raise and this fellow came sometimes you need to raise certain things your voice but it has got the timings the place that is more important so now you can analyze what I'm trying to tell over here now in PhD guide is your Bible don't deviate from the Bible Jesus Christ, you see your guide as Jesus Christ, even if you have a lot of hatred towards Jesus Christ. Professionally, you respect, get your job done, then come out, your time will come, आपका भी अच्छे दिन आएगा, उस दिन के लिए आपको इंतजार करना है, इतना ही मैं बोलना चाहता हूँ. In India, again the PhD, sometimes people do it for their academic profile, promotion is pending, a lot of things. So there are many, it's a cocktail subject, I will come back to you for this purpose. But if you are really talented and knowledgeable, there are many ways to find out to do that. Make this is an independent, your mind where you can do your natural justice to your mind. You can sit comfortably, decide what you want to write, what you want to do it. You don't need a guide, right? So friends, what I was trying to tell you all that there are few things I want to conclude. I don't like to extend this video for a long time. It is going to take 4 days time to explain each and everything. So trying to tell you many things. You need to understand the psychology of the person. So you should be capable to judge your guide, what he needs, act accordingly. At the age of 20, I have written one poetry that is the Girgit, lizard. Not lizard, it's a Girgit is the scientific name. Which does the camouflaging and all. That is, my poetry is related to গিরগিটি রং বদলায় শত্রুর ভয়ে নিজস্ব কায়দায় আমাকে গিরগিটি বলে আখ্যা দিলে লজ্জা পাই না আর চলতি পথের যাত্রী হয়ে রং বদলাতে বদলাতে নিজস্ব রং হারিয়ে গেছে কবে Friends, the lesson you want to learn it sometime you want to act as a girgit the camouflaging and all those things you need to do it but by heart you know what is you are aiming in your life that you need to decide Even if you feel some fellow is a dumb fellow and you want to have something from him, you might be knowing better than him. If he's holding a position, you respect that position and try to get your work done. This is number two lesson. And don't act smart. Try to be as simple as possible because your father is smarter than you. There is one say, right? बाप के सामने ज़्यादा आप बेटा इतना स्मार्टनेस नहीं दिखा पाते हो जब तक आप उस लेवल पे रीच कर पाते हो. So the person who is holding the position, you have to give the respect, whatever might be the reason. You give respect to the chair. Same thing for the guide. It is applicable. अच्छा दिन आपका आएगा. हर एक कुत्ते को अच्छा दिन आता है. Think as a PhD student, you are like a dog, obedient dog. तुम्हारा भी अच्छा दिन आएगा. Because your guide also might have gone through the same process. The people who goes through the same process fundamentally in their practical life, they tries to apply the same philosophy. Listen this thing very carefully, this statement. Fourth thing, be professional, not emotional. Fifth thing, if you want to survive in the present day with your ideas and knowledge and understanding, try to do interdisciplinary work, not one way of thinking certain things and interpret. Your good quality of paper will be based on what are the things you are bringing your idea and understanding to conceptualize the thing. You might be needing help from many people. That's why quality paper always comes from interdisciplinary action. In India, interdisciplinary action is very, very less. Nowadays, things are coming gradually taking up. In my time, 20 years back, down the line, I have seen there is absolutely nothing, no interdisciplinary thought process. If you are a botanist, if you are a microbiologist, if you are a plant physiologist, or if you are from a genetics background, you only concentrate on things. But if you are doing research, the holistic approach, the quality of the paper will be based on if you are bringing all dimension into your paper, the quality of paper. In India, the problem is many. I have seen in my open eyes, both professors, they are fighting openly. Let's say I am a professor, I got a project, I got some instrumentation, something like that. This person is not ready to share with the other professor in the same university or same campus, same department, next room. Now, what you do in this case here? The professor who got the project, got the money and got the machine, he did not allowing anybody when he is thinking it's his personal property. Is a deep nationalism? No, it's not the nationalism, is not the right word. They're the greedy people, they feel that if other teachers are getting exposed to those machines, so he might lose his position. So here again the ego class is coming, the fight is coming, openly fighting. Similar way, you need to understand, I told you many times that this is what is India is full of Maya Bad. We are not a real rational thinker that we think clarity, we think about the good science, good research, good objective and try to achieve something. Here we are into various traps. Whenever you get something, you feel it is yours. But the person is not thinking that it's a government funding is done for the research and it is open to everybody. So whenever you get, when his amount is credited to your account, you feel it is yours. You have every right to do it. But the same philosophy, you apply it for the instrumentation or your project, whatever things are getting, it is for everybody. Friends, I don't like to extend my video. This is for the young minds who are want to pursue their career. Please be focused on many things about the what is the recent trends are going on in various field. Your fundamental approach, everything you can correlate and you can move forward. And your later stage of your life, when you are an independent professor or scientist, whoever it might be, you can carry out certain job what you feel it is good for your interest, serving interest, many things. Beyond that, if you want to have a philosophical understanding science, many things, probably you can set up your own things and do carry out experiment, write whatever you want to write. So I have been working on a various project. I have taken up 10 Nobel laureates job on a particular thematic area on climate change research, knowledge and wisdom, animals, many things. 10 Nobel laureate into one idea on simulation. I'm trying to do something at the end of the day. Uh, I have told many times about that what is this whole idea is all about. Now fundamentally I need to give same. Now I have a time. Similar way you'll have opportunity. Either you are independently thinking, doing something or doing any exercise, you can do that. Try to spend more time on thinking, thought process. The execution, you don't need much more time. Planning is very important. You need to concentrate various idea how you want to do it. Maybe in case of research, there will be a lot of trials, permutation, combination. So you need to design before carrying out experiment your plan of methodology, everything, the different methodology, literature survey, many things probably you need to do it and you need to do it very carefully. So whatever you do, whatever guides, advice, many things you want to do it. Don't try to do many things again. I'm telling in your PhD, concentrate on one or two ideas, execute, submit this, and get out from the system. Get the degree, what is more important. Once again, thank you very much. I've been speaking close to 32 minutes. I don't like to extend for a sec. Once again, I will have opportunity to speak on very critical issues of what is PhD is all about, what is happening across in India, why you are not able to publish good papers in an international journal or Nature like that, why these things are happening. I'll share my experience and thought, whatever little understanding I have as an illiterate person. I don't understand anything about science, but whatever my practical experience I have, I want to share so that if one person is also getting benefited or saying, okay, I like to you one sentence, I will be very happy to hear. Thank you very much. Again, good morning to everybody. Bye bye. Take care.